I'm Jess Mason-Wilkes, aka Jessie Jetski. I'm a 32-year-old musician, guitarist, singer and songwriter. Okay, question number one, how big is your repertoire? So my repertoire is between 3 and 4 hours long. That includes all covers, top 40 and a lot of older stuff from the 60s, 70s and 80s. I've mainly built that up from the last 3 or 4 years or so of busking. So yeah, lots of newer stuff and then 60s, 70s and 80s. So quite a big repertoire and it's between 3 and 4 hours. Okay, question number two. How many of those are current top 40? In the last couple of days I've had 2 or 3 Christmas market gigs. I did quite a few Ed Sheeran numbers. Shape of You, obviously. Did a James Arthur song, Naked. Obviously also did some Mariah Carey, so All I Want for Christmas. I know that's in the top 40 at the moment because it's, well, a couple of weeks till Christmas time. So my repertoire of the top 40 is relatively good, but I do think that's something I could expand on, definitely, especially working with backing tracks. And I think if I was taken on by the agency, that is something I would expand on and work on in rehearsals, but it's relatively good. Number three, give us a brief background of your musical career. I started singing when I was 8, started playing guitar when I was 8 as well. Classically trained singer up to grade 8, and my guitar playing is relatively okay in terms of rhythm guitar. Basically I started playing live when I was 12, then joined quite a few bands during school, then went on to do a music degree. And played a lot during that. Joined quite a few bands. Was in an all-female band called Martha Makes Mistakes, who toured over in the US. Did quite a few gigs in New York and around New York. Played places like Bowery Electric and Trash Club. Also did lots of musicals while at school. So there's both sides, kind of more of the rocky side, and then the kind of classically trained musical side of stuff. And then for the last sort of 3 or 4 years I've busked, and I've done that on a very regular basis, made quite a lot of money, so started doing that in London and then also do it a lot in Norwich and then go sort of all over the place in terms of Manchester, Leeds, done it over in sort of Germany, France as well. That's gone really well, and from that I've played a lot of more sort of corporate gigs, so things like weddings, private parties, lots of festivals over the summer from that as well. So played at Latitude this year, played at Crop Pretty Festival as well. Yeah, so lots of different things. There's the musical kind of classical side and then a lot more rocky stuff, acoustic stuff, and a lot of things with bands, and then a lot of solo stuff with the busking as well. Okay, question number 4. What is the largest and smallest crowd you have played in front of? I've played in front of one. I did a gig at Dingwalls about 6 or 7 years ago, which was actually with the band, and we had one person in the audience. They were a very loud, very nice audience member, so that was good. But yeah, that was an interesting gig. And then I've played in front of 1,000. I've done a couple of sort of seasons overseas, one in Tunisia, one in Greece. We used to do black tie balls there, where we had 1,000+ people all sort of set around a swimming pool, and yeah, they were really big. So I would say 1,000. A couple of the gigs I did in New York were to sort of 500 people, Bowery Electric's 500+, so yeah. Number 5, can you tell us a time where something's gone wrong on stage and you've improvised to fix it? A lot of the time in Tunisia we had power cuts, which were great when you have 1,000 people at a black tie ball around a swimming pool. What we used to do happened quite a few times. The first time it ever happened, we obviously freaked out, tried to get something back on, tried to get a generator working, wasn't working, had no light at all. We were halfway through a gig. So what we did, it was a band, there were sort of 4 of us. So half the band went round and kind of serenaded people at the tables, and the rest of us went and put candles on tables, and then we swapped over, and it was actually a really good night and probably slightly a better night without the electricity, and we didn't get the electricity until the next day, so that worked really well. And tell us a bit more about yourself. Obviously music's pretty much my life and passion. If I'm not playing, then I'm backstage. I run a lot of events and run venues as well. I really like travelling, so I like the idea of kind of combining the travelling and playing. So as I said, I've done quite a few overseas things before, Greece, Tunisia. Also grew up in Australia and New Zealand, so I had a lot of experience over there, and a lot of that's kind of fed into the music that I write myself. Other than that, I don't know, quite into clothes, I don't know, fashion, sports, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, cool. Now I'm going to go and play some songs. So I'm going to move this chair and play some songs. Hello everybody! Welcome along, hope you're all well tonight. I know it's a bit cold, so we're going to get you something, starting up, get you bopping along, having a bit of a dance. This is Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Please feel free to join in if you want to. Here we go. I used to think maybe you love me, now I know that it's true. And I don't want to spend all my life just waiting for you. I don't want you back for the weekend, I beg for a day. Oh no, no, I said baby I just want you back and I want you to stay. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa, I'm walking on sunshine, whoa, I'm walking on sunshine, whoa, and don't it feel good? All right now, and don't it feel good? All right now. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys. Okay, so the next song I'm going to do for you is by one of my favourite artists pretty much ever. Lucky enough to get to see her last year at a festival in the UK called Field Day. And yeah, this is a song she wrote with Bruce Springsteen. This is called Because the Night. See me now, baby, here as I am. Pull me close, try and understand. Desire is hunger, is the fire we breathe. Love is a banquet on which we feast. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel when I'm in your hands. Take my hand, come undercover. Can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now. Because the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to us, because the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to us. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Okay, so this is one for those of you that are under 25, which is obviously everybody in the room. Song that Drake brought out a couple of years ago. If anybody would like to slow dance to this, this is the time. Grab your partner by the hand, nothing rude, and yeah, have a bit of a dance. Lots of people were slow dancing to this last night. This is Just Hold On, We're Going Home. I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I need. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. So just hold on, we're going home. So just hold on, we're going home. And it's hard to do these things alone. So just hold on, we're going home. I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I need. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. So just hold on, we're going home. So just hold on, we're going home. And it's hard to do these things alone. So just hold on, we're going home. Thank you. Nice to see a bit of slow dancing there. Alright guys, this is your last one from me. Thank you so much for listening. I will be back tomorrow at midday. Same place. Come down and see me. So this is the last one. You will all know this. A bit of an anthem. Please get up, have a bit of a dance. I'm going to make you sing at the end, I think. You'll know it as soon as I start singing it. Here we go. This is Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon. Lately I'm laying, don't make the sounds. They're watching all the commotion, the killing, the pain. House people talking, they're talking. Yeah, your sex is on fire, and so to transpire. Yeah, your sex is on fire. Come on, people, join in with me. So you're the words to transpire. You've been a fabulous audience. Yeah. Your sex is on fire. One more time, sing it with me. So, with the words to translate.